Hi there. So I'm so sorry. I forgot to hit record during our Zoom meeting earlier. So I just wanted to give you an overview of what we covered so that you have it and you can go back and replay it. Even though I know you were taking notes, it's just nice to be able to review. So as far as the working your sphere of influence, I shared with you scheduling time to make sure that your sphere of influence is at least 100 people. If it's not, then sitting down and really, making sure that you add up to 100 people. You're going to categorize those people, as many as you have, into A plus, which represents people who have sent you multiple referrals over over the last year. A, which are people that have sent you one referral in the last year. And then B's are people who have said that they would send you referrals, but just haven't done so yet. And then C are people that have not said that they're engaging with you, but they haven't said specifically that they're willing to refer you. And then you have the D category, and these people are people who are not responding to you over at least a 2-month period. So it doesn't mean you necessarily want to delete them altogether, because you never know, they may migrate up to an A plus at some point, but they're not people that you're going to be spending the majority of your time with. And so once you have them categorized, your A plus, I would sponsor or host at least one event for them a year. A couple of things that I did, I actually did 3. So I know on our call, I probably told you 2, but one, I do a summer bash, and usually for me, I try to keep it at 10, like your top 10 referral. These are your A plus. I would do a summer bash for them at the house, a pool party that was catered, and I would invite them and their families. For Thanksgiving, I would do a pumpkin pie pickup. So I would send out, a text or an email and let them know that I was going to have pies at a certain location from, this time to this time at this date, and that they could come by and pick those up. And I would give them as a gift to their family for Thanksgiving, for the holiday. And I usually did one per family, and I would invite my A plus and A's for that event. And then the third thing that I did was my Christmas party, which I absolutely love because I love Christmas. And so I would host a Christmas party at my house that I would cater for my A plus, and I would go all out and get them personalized little stockings, and it was a lot of fun. So those are some ways that you can continue to add value and continue to get more referrals from your A plus. For everybody else in your database, I would do handwritten notes. Challenge yourself to do at least 5 handwritten notes a day. And then I would also do pop buys. I try to do them once a month, but I wouldn't pop by everybody once a month. So I would challenge myself, I think usually to like 10 a week is what I'm doing right now. If you could do more, great, but you don't want to be touching your sphere too much, too many times. You just want to be present and build rapport with them. So those are some things that you could do. Handwritten notes, pop buys, oh, and then building your vendor list. So in coffee and contracts, there is a vendor list that you could use, and there's a template for a social media post. And basically, just saying, hey, these are the vendors that my clients use most frequently. Do you know anybody that I could add to my referral list? And people will refer them over. You reach out to those people, and then I would host a networking meeting with those folks. usually once a quarter. And so those are some sphere of influence activities that you could do that I guarantee will build your sphere of influence business hands down. And then for the lead generating, I'm going to share my screen so that you can see as a reminder. So I use street text for my lead generating. And here is the link that you could use to get the 7-day free trial. Essentially, it ends up costing $200 a month. Depending on what plan you sign up for, you can get a discount on that up front. And if you refer people, I didn't know this when I signed up, it's kind of cool. You get a 10% referral fee every month. So if you refer enough people, you can get your street text for free. So that's kind of cool. And so what you do in street text is you go in and create ads that are essentially going to be advertising on Facebook, and you can select from different types of funnels. So we have, you could see them up here at the top. And so this is a property listing. So this is a buyer funnel. And this one is custom. So I was sharing with you that I know one of the other girls in Vegas that she did a custom listing, and for her photo, she used the Raiders schedule season schedule magnet. And she basically just put here, like in the body, you know, send me your address and I'll send you the magnet. And apparently she got like a ton of people, like hundreds of address, phone number leads from that. And so obviously those are, you know, long-term, cultivate, build relationship, but that is what our business is all about. So that was a neat way on a custom ad. This is another buyer campaign. I do use this one. I've had a high level of success putting in here, see all available single story homes in, and then I use Southern California, but you can use your area, get a list of all single story homes in Southern California, or, you know, South Atlanta, or, you know, Dallas, Texas, whatever, wherever you are, sent directly to you. And then on the photo, just make sure that the houses are a single story in the photo, because that would be silly. So anyway, I've done that before. So you can do that here. And I've had a great deal of success with that. And those are great because they're usually downsizers or move up buyers, if you will. They already own a 2-story home. And so I got my first listing that I did was from this ad, and they are selling a 2-story home that was almost 3,000 square feet. And then I helped them purchase a single story that was 2,700. And so that's both of those are in escrow right now from this ad. So you know, obviously I advertised that listing, and I ended up getting 2 other buyer leads from that listing of that single, or of that 2-story. So anyway, highly recommend this ad. And then there's also seller ads. So right now I'm currently running this one, seller property valuation. And so the way that these ads work is that they start with asking for the address. And then they go to asking for the email, and then they go to asking for the phone number. So street text, you know, markets them in a way to try to get you as much information as possible for each lead. But the address is obviously the most important, because then you know what it is that they're actually trying to sell. So sometimes people will put in their property address, and then when it comes to the email, they'll be like, oh, never mind, I don't want to give this my information, and they'll click out. So you'll still get the lead, but they will fall under what we call address only leads. And so then those, you can send personal notes, you could do pop buys, you can send them a CMA. There's a lot of ways that you could cultivate that to become a listing. But you will get quite a few people that will give you their email, their phone number, and then it goes on to ask qualifying questions like, how quickly do you want to sell? What condition is the property in? So on and so forth. And so that's really cool. So I have great luck with this. I don't, get as many leads. So for instance, using this ad, on average, I get about 6 to 10 leads a day. This one, I would probably say I get 1 to 3 a day. So it's obviously less, but listings are worth a ton. So, it's up to you how you want to do it. The other seller lead is the seller ad is the seller tip ad. And this one, I did as my first ad. And these are like definitely not right now, but sellers, they're usually people that are like, thinking about selling their home in the future, and they genuinely want to get the most out of it. And so my first ad, I have 2 leads that are under contract to list or to go active in June, that I started at the beginning of March. So this is a great ad. It's long-term. It's not, immediate response. So you can choose from whatever ads, and you can run as many ads as you want at a time. I usually have 1 seller ad and 1 buyer ad running at the same time. My buyer ads, I usually only run them over the weekend since I get so many leads, and I only have 2 agents right now that I am sharing my leads with. I don't want any leads to go unturned. So that feeds them and gives them enough business or leads to generate business. And so they have gotten to 1 buyer side, 1 agent. They've been with me for about a month, and one listing and 1 buyer side. Or one and one got a listing and 1 got a buyer side. So that's cool from sharing the leads. So that is an option if you want to join my team and are not ready to invest in all of the expense of doing this, the $200 a month, and then the daily ad fee. Then you are more than welcome to join my team, and then I can share my leads on KV Core with you. And I just charge a 35% referral fee for any of the deals that you generate from those leads. So that's an option. Okay. So hopefully that helps. I think, showing you where the contacts are and all of that stuff, I think are pretty self-explanatory. But if you need any further instruction on how to use street tags, please feel free to reach out to me. It was so nice connecting with you, and I look forward to working with you in the future in some capacity. Hopefully we will be able to refer business to one another to California. I'm in California, and they say everybody's moving out of California, so I'd be happy to refer them to you in your area. So, and vice versa. I'm always our team of agents that I have are always open to helping you with any buyers that want to relocate to California. So anyways, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. It was so nice meeting you today, and I look forward to talking to you soon.